A few days ago, during breakfast, we discussed this question. If a guy doesn't own a house, would a girl still marry him? There are two layers to this. First, why isn't the question is, if a girl doesn't own a house, would a guy still marry her? Historically, women's role shifted from mainly giving birth in farming society to now both raising kids and making money. But since the time and energy are equal for both men and women, the fact that women still take on childbearing makes them look less productive on society's eyes. Looking around the world, in most cultures, kids still take the father's last name. All of these signal that women are parts of expected for ask more when choosing a partner. Second, the real question here isn't about the house. It's actually, if a guy doesn't have money, if a girl still marry him? A house is just one way of showing wealth. These days, plenty of rich people don't even buy houses. So, what really matters is, where does his money come from? Is it from his parents or from his own work? Most girls would prefer a guy who earns it himself. So the deeper question is, what kind of guy can actually make money? My daughter said, a guy who loves learning and is healthy. Learning means growth, and a people who keep growing are usually productive. Building wealth takes time, so if he is healthy, he can afford to wait for that payoff. But wait, loves learning and stays healthy. That's something women themselves can also do. Doesn't this give them even more security? We use the same standard we set for ourselves to pick a partner. Then it really doesn't matter if he doesn't own a house or if he doesn't have much money right now. At the end of the day, most people don't fully trust themselves, but still crave security. So they put higher expectations onto their partners than on themselves. They project their unfinished goals onto the other person. This just the truth, even though most people don't want to admit it. Since society runs on majority values, marry a rich guy become a default standard for many women. But because rich guys are rare, the compromise is at least he should own a house. even if guys are struggling to pay the mortgage, women still feel like they're lowering the bar. And in the end, both sides fall into empathize with each other because they're living in two different realities. Yes, this episode is over. See you next time.